Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all I gotta say is happy holidays, but welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Donte Payne, your host for the evening. My partner in crime will be back, and we gonna get into that in a second about those Bears, cause they control their destiny. But, it's going to be a exciting show for you two guys. And let's get it cracking. You know how I like to start my show off. I like to start off with some music from people you may know that others may not know, but they got some dope songs. So, without further ado, let's just hop right into some music. And that's the best way to do that. I got a bunch of new songs, bunch of new artists that hit me up with their music. So yeah, all I can say is let's get right into it. And I'm so chilled to be back. But this is the last show of 2020, believe it or not. This year has gone and flew by with the quickness. And on top of that, we got more music for y'all. So right now, let's just kick it up with Check Your Name by Boo Man. So, check it out, Dress Sports Live.
Red checks in the mail. Let's go. Every day's payday. I know. Traffic gotta stay low. Let's go. See the feds run away. Let's go. Been a minute since I called you. Let's go. I might call today. What they say? Been a minute since I saw you. Let's go. Might pop up today. Get butterflies when you take a look at me, but time flies when I take a look at you. I never lied when I said that I'm a G. Just like a blood, girl, I gotta keep it cool. Gotta understand, I'm a man with a plan. From the ghetto to the sand, I remain the same name, double cup. Plotting with my brother them, aka my cousin them. Look at us, we came a long way from the basement. Shit ain't been the same since handling this fame. All I see is plastic on rappers, the fake shit. But I'm going back to that kid in the basement who I gotta lie to. All this shit is tasty. That's the Roman candle. All my niggas hate it. Straight back to the bando. Ain't no hesitating. Gotta make it now. Niggas get impatient. Bad checks in the mail. Every day's payday. I know. Traffic gotta stay low. Let's go. See the feds run away. Been a minute since I called you. I might call today. Been a minute since I saw you. Let's go. Might pop up today. Get butterflies when you take a look at me, but time flies when I take a look at you. I never lied when I said that I'm a G. Just like a blood, girl, I gotta keep it cool. I might pop up today. Yeah. I might call you today.
And that was a nice little music break. That last song you just heard was Soul Apart by Scream Inc. So check them out on Spotify or Apple Music or iTunes, whichever way you get your music. But if you just tuning in, this is Dragon Sports Live. And like I said, it's our happy holidays to everybody. And it is also the last show of the year, because the next show will be in the new year. Hi, y'all see how that work? But new and better things gonna be for 2021, including a new and better show. So stay tuned. Keep rocking with us. We are on more platforms now. We are on iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, soon to be Amazon Music. So Google Music, we're on there, or Google Play, whatever it is, whatever they change the name to now. We here. But let's get it cracking with what's going on in our Major League Baseball. So we had Howie Kendrick, world famous, Nationals player. He retired after 15 seasons, which that lets you know it's been a while. 15 seasons is a long time. Finally decided to call quits. Cool. But during, like right now, I think we're in winter ball per se, or the start of winter ball. Either way, it's one of the off-season programs for baseball. So it's really just been a lot of off-season trades, couple one-year contracts. Like, for example, but San Francisco Giants signed reliever John Brabria to a one-year deal, as well as we had a couple other transactions that took place that happened during this offseason that's supposed to kick off in April, I think, for the regular season to start back. But right now, it's like I said, it's a bunch of deals. It's not too much, like you really haven't had the big bucks deals. It's usually been like a couple 1-year deals, 2-year deals, or 3-year deals. It's the most deal that I've seen thus far. But with that being said, we're moving along. So as I mentioned before, we did have more signings. Gotta try not to say so much, but it happens. So we had Koei Arera signed. He reached the 2-year deal with the Texas. Now that deal is $6 million. It can go up to $7 million. Like I said, right-handed, 2-year deal with Texas. Like I said, we haven't seen that many big deals like that. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Sarah. I wasn't trying to hit you. But anyways, now he's a 28-year-old Koei. He was 89 with a 3.6 ERA, which is pretty in 20 starts. So, and that's during the pandemic shortened season in Japan, bringing him over. Cool. Because y'all gonna need more heat. Y'all did pretty good with the heat that y'all had, but y'all most definitely gonna need some more heat. So, yeah, that's a good pickup for you guys. It's been a lot of pitching changes, and I can honestly say that it's been a lot of pitching changes. Like, for example, Pirates trade Josh Bell, who was their first base all-star in 2019, to the Washington Nationals for Will Crow and Eddie Young. So that's more pitchers. Now, even though the Nationals had got Josh Bell, they still not closing the door on Zimmerman. So Ryan Zimmerman may still be back with the team. Just trying to work it out, work through the contract issues and all that good stuff. You know, that's the most important part during this offseason, is just trying to get your key players. Now, even though they lost almost 2 point some billion this year. It's still gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? Still gonna go down. So we don't know what would happen. We don't know what's in store for them. We don't know at all. But that's why you're not really seeing too many of those big baller shot caller contracts. And you just see a lot of 1 year and 2 years. Maybe if once everything gets better, maybe you start seeing more. But as far as pitching right now, it's just been the bare minimum of pitching. And speaking of pitching, we did have more, like say we got more signings, which I'm down for these signings. I'm down for it. Most definitely down for it. But the Tigers signed right-handed pitcher Jose Urena. That's also a 1 year deal. They signed him too. So they signed that to a 1 year deal. Signed him to a 1 year deal. Now he's 29 years old. He spent 6 seasons with the Marlins and compiled a 32-46 record with a 4.6 ERA. Now, the thing about this ERA, and that's the earned runs allowed, you do not want that ERA to be in the high. You want it to be as low as possible. For those who don't understand baseball, you want that, when they say ERA, you want it to be low as possible. Because the higher it is, that means the more likely you are to cause an error or something or allow an earned run. So you do not want that ERA to be up high. You want it to be as low as possible that you can possibly have it. Now, if your ERA is 10, you might need to consider going back to the minor leagues or going somewhere, AAA, whatever, and work on your game. But like I said, you don't want your ERA that high. Boston Red Sox, they signed Matt Andriese to a $2.1 million 1 year deal. Again, as I was saying, all these deals are more for boasting, like they getting relievers, they getting help. So in your starter pitchers or your closing pitchers will be able to have a break. So it's like that in between. That's that guy here just come in and just, come out. But Andriese is 31 years old and made 15 relief appearances for the Los Angeles Angels. Now his ERA is, he's posting a 4.5 ERA, which is pretty good. And he's been either a starter or a reliever throughout his whole career. So, like I said, there's been a lot of pitching changes. Still don't know what's going to go on for the Cubs. Maybe a few trades. We still haven't heard word. But once I hear that word, I will let you guys know. Because that's what I do. But yeah, that's what we do. I'm missing the other half. She's resting, but she's here, tuning in, either via live or text message or whatever. But she's here, and so are we. Yeah, I like talking baseball because that's the best way to do it. And we did have an injury, so like I said, baseball is one of the longest seasons. They have a long all season, but they also have, I'm gonna guess, an in between season where it's like winter ball and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now we did speak on the Pirates, but more from the Pirates, Pittsburgh, and that's in Pittsburgh. So the Pirates, Gregory Polanco, he breaks his wrist in winter ball and is likely okay for the spring. And he's an outfielder, so it's like he broke a bone, so it's not like a serious break. But that's because he was playing winter ball in the Dominican Republic. And he's expected to be 100% during the start of the season. You know. In other news, here on the south side of Chicago, White Sox Tony Ressa had pleaded guilty to his DUI arrest that was back in February, was fined $1,300, and he had home detention, which, honestly, why we hire that man if he gonna get home detention? Like, if he did that. And it was like a day after is when they found out about it, but it's just still, like, the fact of the matter, like, you are the manager of the White Sox. So it's like, why? You gotta look up, you gotta set an example. You can't be that person that's setting the wrong example for people. You gotta be the right one. So that's that. Now I do got some more music for you guys. Like I said, I've been searching and looking high and low for musics. And if you are an artist that's unsigned, independent, send y'all music to dragonjumppro@gmail.com, because I will listen to it and then I will put it on the show. Because you know what? Dragon Sports Live is not just about sports. It's also about listening to the music that you created, your artistry. So we like to bring that and let other people hear it as well. And like I said, send y'all music to dragonjumppro@gmail.com. If you don't want to send your music, send your artist name, whether if it's on Spotify, Apple, just send it and we will find it. And that's our way of supporting you. At the same time, you support us by tuning in and listening. So, and that's the best way to do it. Right? Right. All right. Now I got some new songs for you now. Couple of these songs I was listening to, I got put on by another friend, but yeah, he was speaking facts and all that and everything that he was saying. So without further ado, let's give y'all some more music. This is Nothing Nowhere. Think free. Check it out. Dragon Sports Live. And while y'all checking it out, I'm gonna be right back.
Red in the studio, red in the clouds. And carousel as I'm spinning around and around and around. I had you like you, turned yours on me. I was so blind now, it's easy to see. It was something I just really did. Where have you been? I don't need a fake friend. Keep the distance, losing you's a win-win. Always gotta pretend I don't need a fake Ice is real thin. Where the hell have you been? I don't need a fake friend. Keep your distance. Losing you's a win-win. Always gotta pretend. I don't need a fake friend.
My mama says it's alright when you turn 25. Maybe then you'll realize, or maybe life will just open your eyes. Cause just look at my life. I've been working to survive. I had a mortgage, 3 kids, said I live and let live, but I'm done spending time as a wife. My father says that I'm fine. Learn to walk before you fly. Sometimes I take his advice. Sometimes I wonder if he lies when he says it. No man is a knight. There's no point in you crying. You're trying to do the right thing. Persistence is key. Just take 12 steps with me and I'm the black sheep of my family. A broken branch from my family tree. He's low on income and self-esteem. That's what I think that they think of me. I'm the black sheep of my family. A broken branch from my family tree. He's low on income and self-esteem. Oh, that's what I think that they think.
Just tell me that you're proud. Tell me you tell your boys you got a son that got a first in his degree. He does music and actually makes a little money. I got 7 honeys. I'll take the weight every time. If I got a bench and shoulder press to carry yours and mine. Make a diamond out of me. I make diamonds for you. Pressure makes the fire flow. Fill my cup and let it run. Pour out my sleeve till you discover I'm not faking how I suffer. No, I'm trying to recover, yeah.
I'm the black sheep of my family. A broken branch from my family tree. He's low on income and self-esteem. Oh, that's what I think that they think of me. I'm the black sheep of my family. A broken branch from my family tree. He's low on income and self-esteem. Oh, that's what I think that they think of me.
But sometimes I use my phone as a nightlight and scroll through a timeline asking
Welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. That last song you just heard is Little Grace, and it's called Black Sheep featuring T. So, check it out. Spotify, Apple Music, check it all out. And I'll make sure I post these songs inside the comments so you can check it out, look it out, check it out. But, so, NFL, even though we thought we wasn't going to have a season this year, we actually have a season. And it's actually been a great one. Now, let's just start with the Jets. They winning their last 2 games. They went from being 0-13 to now 2-13. Which, because for the Jets, on top of that, they're not the number 1 contender for Trevor Lawrence. They were potentially probably number 2 or 3 for Trevor Lawrence. If Trevor Lawrence decides to go, because a lot of people keep saying tank for Trevor. That's if he decides to go and not, just stay all 4 years of college and finish up college. So, if he decides to go. But they beat the Browns, which kind of put a hit on the playoffs. So, this year's playoffs, there are 7 teams from East Coast. So, it'll be a total of 14 teams. Because the Browns lost to the Jets, the Browns take a hit in the playoff, like they playoff chances get hit. So basically, it all depends on. And speaking of that, I don't know if it bothers to you guys, but it just seems like the last couple years, the playoffs, like far as seeding or how you get in the playoffs, it depended on. It's always a scenario where it was like the Browns need to lose, Ravens need to win, and then the Steelers need to win in order for this team to get in the playoffs. And that scenario is kind of like that with these playoffs, because if you look at the NFC least, as most people call them, it was a battle. So the Cowboys won today, and Washington lost today. They've been going back and forth, and they all got the same record. And then if you're thinking in the AFC, you may have 11 a team that's like that has 11 wins not make the playoffs because of how these seedings go for this seeding. And like I said, it's been a crazy season thus far. So it's like, and like, think about this. And what's in the NFC? Green Bay has the first seed, right? Second seed is New Orleans. Third seed is Seattle. So it's like, and the Bears are in 7. They battle all the way to get back in the playoffs. You know why? These last games, they've been on a straight tear. When I say a tear, they've been ripping it to shreds. They've been tearing it up. They had, I'm going to say, multiple games with scoring 41 points or more. They haven't done that since 1965. Then we also had David Montgomery rushing for 100 yards in consecutive games. That hasn't been done since 1977. So and Trubisky's been looking good. He's trying to show you maybe they're going to sign him in an offseason, give him an extension. But either way, he's been playing for that money. So it's like, I think the benching thing helps. You get benched, it allows you to open your eyes, rethink process, and then perform to your best of your ability. At least I say, because he's been performing better since he came back. Throwing like 31 some passes, like having 31 pass attempts in a game. They're mixing it up. They allow him to run. They allow him to roll, throw bootlegs. And I really like what they've been doing. Now that's a collective effort with Nagy and Lazar. It's a very collective effort. So I really appreciate what y'all been doing. And if they win against the Packers, which is it's against Aaron Rodgers, so if they win against the Packers, because they're in. But if Arizona loses next game, they're still in. So it's one of those, again, another one of those crazy scenarios that I'm like, yeah. That's all I can say is, yeah. Because it just makes everything interesting. It makes it worthwhile just looking at what's going on, what's unfolding with in this playoff. Now, ain't y'all wondering, we got the Green Bay Packers going against the Tennessee Titans, and that score right now is 26-14. At first, it was 14-0 for the longest period of time, but the Titans are trying to battle back because, again, these games count, right? Now, we know the Chiefs clinched the number 1 seed, and Travis Kelce set records. First tight end in NFL history with multiple hundred reception seasons. Couldn't even get the words out. So, big ups to Dak on that, because Kelce been balling. But you never see a tight end just, like, you see a tight end do that because you see Waller do that. But Kelce's been phenomenal with it. But look who your quarterback is. When you have a quarterback that likes to throw the ball, hey, that's all I'm gonna say is hey. But they did struggle. Now the Chiefs did struggle in that game against the Falcons, but I thought the Falcons were gonna hold off. Wait. What am I saying? I didn't think the Falcons was gonna hold it off, cause they only hold it. It's like after that Super Bowl, it's like y'all just can't hold leads. Sometimes y'all do, and sometimes y'all don't. But lately, y'all really can't hold leads. So it's like, I had a feeling that the Chiefs was gonna come back and win that game. So it is what it is. Now the Chiefs, they had won 10 straight games and would get the first round bye. And will play their divisional game at Arrowhead. That's a lot right there. So, and like I said, Travis Kelce, first tight end to have 2 100 catch seasons. And caught 7 passes, giving him 105. He's also set the season yardage record for a tight end. He had 98 yards, giving him a total of 1,467 yards. Who was that record was previously held by George Kittle of the 49ers. So, congrats to that. Keep it moving. Keep calm. And keep battling. And, Washington football team, they only lost that game because, simple fact, they didn't have Alex Smith. They had to go with Dwayne Haskins because Smith is out with a calf strain in his leg and wasn't quite yet ready to play. So, we had that. And he got benched again. So, I don't know how his future holds. You can't go back to college and play. So, it's like maybe he's going to be a backup somewhere, or maybe he's going to be on the practice squad. But it ain't looking too good for him. Because he was benched in the fourth quarter he was benched in the fourth quarter in that loss to the Panthers. He completed 14 of 28 passes for 154 yards with 2 interceptions. Yeah, that 154 yards doesn't mean nothing when you throw interceptions. So, yeah. Don't look good. It don't look too good for you, young man. Which they had to. So okay, but yeah, that was that. Now Rams might be without their quarterback in today's game. In their 9-20 loss to the Seahawks, they might be without G-House because they fear that he has broken his thumb. And whether he'll be able to play the regular season finale after he suffered a thumb injury, Now, here's the question. I was going to say, who is the Rams backup? His name is John Wolford, undrafted free agent in 2018 from Wake Forest. Has never appeared in an NFL regular season game. But Geoff did say his thumb didn't bother him after he suffered the injury. I got hit on it. I hit it on the helmet. Is basically what he said. So, and that was their first time this season that they had, well, no, not their first time, but they had 2 straight losses. Had lost 2 games for the first time this season. Oh yeah, it is first time for that. But can clinch a playoff spot with either a win against the Cardinals or a Green Bay victory at Chicago in Week 17. So they can still clinch a playoff spot. But here it goes to next week. So you have to win against the Cardinals, and the Packers need to beat the Bears. So, yeah. And coming up, NBA is getting down. We do got Golden State versus the Bulls right now, and Celtics versus Indiana. I'll give you more of those updates coming up. Right. All right. And you know what another thing was funny? The season is pretty much over with, but it feels so lovely. Seahawks win first NFC West crown since 2016. And Texans lose again. It happens. But why was Tom Brady going crazy against the Lions? 47-7, and this is today's games. In case y'all wondering, 47-7 was the score of that game. Now, and then San Francisco was 20-12. Raiders, on the other hand, are eliminated from playoff contention. So, well, they have to win the next game and then hope somebody lose next game. But no, they're eliminated with Miami's win over them. And that game came down to a last second Fitz magic because they pulled out Tua. Tua couldn't really get going in that game. Like he was going, but he couldn't really get going like how Tua normally gets going. So he was a little bit tired in that game, a little bit down and out. And it was just like Fitz magic came in, drove him down. They scored a field goal, drove him down again. Now, I do give this man props. He literally just threw a no-look pass to his wide-open receiver down the field while getting his face mask pulled and yanked and got the penalty as well. So, big ups to them on that. And coming in to win. And this happened all within the last 2 minutes of the game. No, not even the last 2 minutes. The last minute of the game. So, check that out. Check out the highlights of that game. Baltimore would have win over the New York Giants. That was 27-10. And then Pittsburgh would have win over the Colts. So, that's all your games today. And on the plus side, we did have 2 legendary receivers or old head receivers. And you know, old head is, in case y'all don't know, old head is the term that I use for the veterans that's been balling, especially these quarterbacks. But now, when I mean by these old head legendary receivers, Dez Bryant and Antonio Brown both have scored their first touchdowns within the last 2 weeks. So, big ups to them on that. It's good that they got hit, but you know, it is what it is. Now, I'm going to give y'all some more music here on Dragon Sports Live. And I want y'all to relax, chill, and check it out. So, check it out. Now, this is The song is called Accepted, and its breeds are marching. So check it out.
Things ain't never stayed the same. Things ain't never stayed the same. Things ain't never stayed the same. I don't know why I expected this. I don't know why I expect things to change. I don't know why I expect things to change. Cause nothing's ever been the same. Baby, people change. People always stay changing. I don't feel accepted by you. But it's okay.
Welcome back. If you just tuning in, this is Dragon Sports Live. Now you guys can catch this show here. Y'all can catch it on YouTube at DONPE1, or y'all can listen to it on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast, because it's there. Y'all can even catch it on my radio station. So there you go. And if you're a local artist, unsigned, then send your music or your artistry name my way, and I'll find you on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, add you to my playlist, and then bring you over. Like, I'm always supporting artists, homeboys that does music, homegirls that does music, wherever. I'll make sure I'll try to put you in rotation. And then I'll tag you guys when I play your songs, so y'all know that y'all getting support no matter what. But anyways, NBA season is back. It's better than ever. Well, no, it's just back. So, New York Liberty, they win the draft lottery again. with the wings right behind him, and then Dream and Fever. But on top of that, Derek Fisher is adding more duties to his already head coaching. So the Sparks are now giving him GM capabilities, which gives him the ability to choose the players that he wants. And by he's been the coach, he knows what he wants and what he needs. And he's gonna feel like it's gonna that's a little extra for his it's a little extra to a resume, to stack up the resume, to help that fall like that. Now, the beginning of this NBA season it's been a little bit weird because we had a lot of extensions, a lot of trade talks, and one of those trade talks is the Heat stopped pursuit of Harden. Now, here's the thing: Harden said he wanted out, but the owners of the Rockets are not planning on trading Harden. But he said he wants it out. So, where would he go? For those who are listening and tuning in, send or comment where y'all think Harden should go. And think about each team's game and does he fit with them? Drop your comments on this video or wherever you're listening to Dragon Sports Live at. So, now, more important, all these extensions that happened, we had, and these is basically all the rookies from the 2017 draft class. These is all those rookies. I believe they got extension because the deadline was 2 Tuesdays ago, so all these people had got the extensions before then. Let's start with the Magic. They extend Markelle Fultz, as well as Isaacs. Fultz a 3-year deal, $50 million. Isaac a 4-year deal, $80 million. They extend them. And Raptors also extend OG Anunoby for 4 years, $72 million. Spurs extend Derek Wright for 4 years, $72 million. And then Clippers extend Luke Kennard, who they got from the Knicks or the Pistons, for a 4-year, $64 million deal. And Lakers also extend Kyle Kuzma. So that was like some of the rookies that got extended. Bucks also extend Giannis. Giannis signed a 5-year Supermax deal. No extension for Ball, so he's going to be a restricted free agent at the end of the season. They may talk about contract extension at the end of the season, but yeah, no extension for Ball. And that's Lonzo Ball we're talking about. And the Brooklyn Nets, they just started out this season on fire. They have won 2 straight games by 25 points or more. Now, the first game, it was a little bit disrespectful because that was against my Golden State Warriors, but it's okay. It's cool. It's all right. But it still was a little bit disrespectful. And speaking of Bulls, they lost 2 straight. My bad. They lost 3 straight because they just lost to the Golden State Warriors tonight by 3 points. Well, no, by a point. Oh. But Zach LaVine had 33 points with 7 rebounds. Curry was going crazy in that game, too. He had 36 points with 6 assists. So, they had some good games. It just, both of these teams are struggling right now. Reason being, you don't have, for the Warriors' sake, they don't have Draymond. You don't have Clay. It's like, and then you got a bunch of rookies and a bunch of new faces for this team. So it's not the exact same team that Kurt built. So it's like you got Wiseman, who's the rookie, trying to get used to it. Wiggins still trying to get used to the system. You still got your people coming off the bench like that. You still have that squad. But your starter, you don't have a secure starting lineup right now just yet. So, and then the Bulls, they're getting used to a whole new coaching staff, a whole new system. I'm going to get him a couple games. He's trying to figure out lineups and rotations and stuff like that. So, I'm going to give y'all the first couple games to lose. But I'm going to need y'all to start winning. Both of y'all. Both teams. Chicago, Golden State as well. Now, in other basketball news, we had some buzzer beaters, and that was via the Kings one game, the Celtics one game. But Celtics fell to the Indiana Pacers today. Oh, sorry about that. I worked a long day, so don't mind that. Yeah, Celtics fell to the Pacers today, and that score was 108 to 107 with Malcolm Brogdon, had 25 points with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Tatum, 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. So, like I said, it was some pretty good games going on. We also had rookies starting to set loose. So, I mentioned Ball, but this Ball, LaMelo Ball, now his first game he didn't score. The next game he scored, but he was assisting. He's throwing lobs. He's throwing passes. Like he's really good with his eye. He likes to set his teammates up. He throws some nice passes, some accurate passes, and I really appreciate his game. And I really like what I see from him. I also like what I see from a lot of the rookies and second-year players. I really do. So, I'm digging that. Now, we are going to miss some key players. So, another game that happened today was the Dallas Mavericks versus the Clippers. Now, I think Dallas was a little bit mad about losing that game. They couldn't quite just win that game against the Lakers the other day. So, they came out balling and gave, without Kawhi didn't play today, and they gave the Clippers a 50-point deficit at halftime. And I was just like in awe when I seen that. My fiance told me that that score was. I'm like, wait, what? That score? Because it was at halftime. It was a 50-point deficit. And I was like, oh, ah. But yes, 124 to 73 was the final of that game. Now, so George scored 15 points, but this is also the back-to-back game thing situation. But George scored 15. He was leading 43 of 87 from the field. But your starting players, Doncic with 24, Tim Hardaway 18, Josh Richardson with 21, and off the bench, Bronson with 11. And then everybody else had like their single-digit points, but these was all players that had double-digit points for this team. So I am truly liking what I see from the season. The Minnesota T-Wolves right now, they're going to be without, they lost Towns tonight as he would miss some time with a broken wrist. Right now, that score is 40 to 23 at halftime against the Lakers, with the Lakers in that lead in that game. Charlotte gave Brooklyn their first loss today. It was a 2-point loss, and that was 106 to 104 with Durant and Kyrie going off. And that's a perfect segue with talking about them. Because if you look at, if I remember a while back, we had the greatest duos. Paul George and Kawhi was coming alive this year after getting taken out in the bubble just a few months ago. So they're looking good. But Durant and Kyrie both didn't really play, especially Durant, and they've been looking great. Durant had 29, Irving had 25, and it's like just a newfound game for them. And I really like what I'm seeing from them. And you also still getting that bench support as well. But I really like what I see from that duo that hasn't played. Like, I wish this Kyrie was playing the same way when he was with the Celtics. He's basically playing the same way when he first got to Cleveland. And Durant, he just coming and doing his thing. He just like, I missed the game. He's back. So I really like what I see from these young cats as they continue to ball. But Gordon Hayward had 28 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds in that game too as well. And he's been looking good. But it was like, for his case, it was just time for a new change of scenery. But he wasn't being like some of these other players where they just demanded this. But he was the high man for that team. So, I like it. I like what I see. Now, LaMelo, he had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and he scored 6 points. So, yeah. Like I said, pretty good games. I've been enjoying them so far. Some of them been close, even though teams been losing, but it's all good. I just gonna keep my head up to the sky because it's gonna get better. Like, it's just the start of the season. We got a long season to go. So, with that being said, I'm gonna sign off for today. But y'all can catch this again on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Y'all can even catch it on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. And that is what? Dragon Sports Live. And I'm your host, Donte Payne. Next time you see us, you will see me, Donte Payne, and the lovely Briana Marrae. So until then, peace out with Dragon Sports Live. All right.